I've talked about this before. I don't think the Braves would ever acknowledge this, but the Braves asked for years because the Braves crowds were affected by school being in session more than any other town we went to. I never went to another town where they had smaller crowds compared to their weekend crowds when school was in session than they were in Atlanta. I don't know why that is, because a lot of their fans were from the suburbs and the ballpark was downtown at Turner
Yeah.
Field, all that kind of thing, I guess. So, but for whatever reason, the crowds were more affected by school being in session in Atlanta than anywhere else we went. So as a result, the Braves, they're no dummies. They asked MLB, and the Braves have a lot of pull because they are one of the gold standard franchises. They said we would prefer to open on the road, and that's a marquee team opening on the road. So whatever city they're in, that's a big matchup. Most places sell out the opening night anyway, but that assures you're going to get big crowds for the whole opening series. But they said we rather would open on the road in exchange for getting more summer games and especially the summer holiday games.
Yeah.
And that's why the Braves have had most of the time are playing at home on the 4th of July and Memorial Day and just more games in general when school is not in session.
That's interesting because I'm trying to think about it. And I remember, starting on the road a lot, but I remember a lot of 4th of July's at home. I remember almost every time they bring the troops out, you're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Certain holidays, it's like they always happen in Atlanta. That's interesting. I never knew that.
And a reason why I think that they, if they haven't already, should tell MLB, okay, that is what we said all those years, but forget it now. Just treat us like any other team. We would rather open at home as much as anybody does, is because, at least for now, when they're this good, that's no longer the rule. The Braves sell out. It doesn't matter when the games are.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
School being in session is not a factor anymore. It used to be if Milwaukee was in town for a Monday to Wednesday series and school was in session, there might be 15,000 people out there. They might announce 20. There might be 15, 12 in the seats, depending on the weather. Now it's like they sell out for, even for the Marlins in town, they're going to get crowds of, depending on what the promos are or whatever, they're going to get crowds of 35 to 30 to 35,000 in the middle of the week when school's in session.